Yeah, hi there. These comments are for TA, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. So you are putting together, you have a thesis and topic sentences for independent writing practice test 3 at my online course. Now, what I'm looking at here, I think there's really one main problem going on here. You have a few language use issues, but that's not the biggest issue. The biggest problem is every one of your topic sentences, they are simply facts. Except for 3. 3 has more of an argument in it, right? So what I want to do is I'm going to show you how to create a little bit better, more arguable topic sentences that work better for the TOEFL IBT independent writing task, and if you're at the university and you're trying to create some type of an argument, remember that the topic sentences and the thesis, both of these things will control the tone of the writing. So if the topic sentences are factual in tone, then the whole paragraph is going to read more as facts. But if you want to make an argument, you got to make some changes. All right, so here, first thing I will say, something like this. Instead of spending money on space exploration, the government must spend money on its citizens in order to improve education, healthcare, and environment. And that'll work. So what you have works, but I'm trying to take this first idea from the writing prompt, because it says up here, some people think the government should spend as much money as possible exploring outer space. Other people disagree, think government should spend this money for basic needs. Which of the two opinions do you agree with? So then you have, instead of spending money on space exploration, the government must spend money on its citizens in order to improve education, healthcare, and the environment. So we'll say the government should allocate more money toward education. You might say here, one of the most important elements of development in its citizens, maybe period, to raise their standard of living. I think we have it. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to turn it more into an argument. So you say the government should allocate more money toward education, one of the most important elements of development in its citizens, to raise their standard of living. And that'll work. Number 2, you say many countries suffer from poor health systems and insufficient hospital buildings. But that's a fact. I'm not making any argument. Maybe to improve the health care system You might see by building new hospitals. Now we have more of an argument. So we say, in addition, the government, instead of wasting more money on space exploration, should dedicate funds to improve the healthcare system by building new hospitals. But to me, the first and the third point, first point, you're talking about improving education to raise the standard of living. Must develop infrastructure and assist citizens to improve their living conditions. It's just too big, it's too broad, there's not much you can do here. And up here you have environment. Here you talk about infrastructure and assist citizens. So it isn't entirely clear how this even connects back to your thesis. So you got to be more specific, maybe beginning with the thesis. So you might say, in order to improve education, healthcare, and employment opportunities, maybe. Then you might say, so I'm going to change that last one, say, finally, the government should earmark more money toward decreasing the unemployment rates among its citizens. Notice how here I'm using allocate more money, dedicate funds, and earmark more money. So I'm trying to use different vocabulary in these different topic sentences. So for you, your vocabulary is a little bit weak. It is. So you can work on that. Okay, so let's take a look one more time. So remember that I put you at about 2.0 out of 5 or 14 points out of 30. So you can see I had to make changes pretty much in every single topic sentence there. So I think vocabulary is important for you. So you can study in my vocabulary lesson number 3 in the first section of my course. That's going to be helpful for you. Also vocabulary lesson number 4, 5, and 6. In those 4 lessons, you can get access and learn 1,700 college level words. So that's something that you can start working on today. So when you're at home, if you don't know what to do and you're bored and you say, well, I don't know what to study, then go to Michael's TOEFL website and go to vocabulary section and start studying lessons 3, 4, 5, and 6. You always know you can do that before anything else. All right, so let's take a look at the changes we made one more time. So the thesis. Instead of spending money on space exploration, the government must spend money on its citizens in order to improve education, healthcare, and employment opportunities. Number 1, the government should allocate more money toward education, one of the most important elements of development in its citizens to raise their standard of living. Number 2, in addition, the government, instead of wasting more money on space exploration, should dedicate funds to improve the healthcare system by building new hospitals. 3, finally, the government should earmark more money toward decreasing the unemployment rates among its citizens. So here, one thing you can also do is consider using transition words after your second body paragraph in order to link the different paragraphs together. And also your sentences tend to be shorter, so consider writing longer, more complicated sentences, right? That's also going to be important for your writing proficiency, especially given the fact that you're a graduate student, right? You want to write at a higher level. All right, so thank you for completing this writing practice test. I hope that my feedback will help you continue to move forward with your writing proficiency.